Good morning, children. I am Mrs. Javeria, taking physical science for class 8th. We are into the fourth session of Unit 3 Synthetic Fibers and Plastics. In our previous session, we had seen why synthetic fibers are being considered. Okay, children. So, in this session, we'll be seeing a few laundry label codes and about polyesters and plastics. So, you could have seen the labels given on the collars of your shirts or inside the frocks and trousers. What do these indicate? Okay, children. So you are just looking in the slide. Here, if at all this particular label code is there, it is for washing, right? And if a triangular shaped label is there, it is for bleach. Tumble dry, this stands for tumble dry. This label stands for ironing, and this circle stands for dry clean. And if at all we are not going to bleach them, then a cross will be there. If you are not going to iron them, a cross will be there on that particular label. And if we are not going to dry clean, or again there is a cross over the circle. Okay, and here if you see on the t-shirt, you have got just a symbol of iron. Okay, and if the temperature has to be maintained very low, then this symbol will be used. If medium temperature is required for ironing, then two dots will be there. And if a high temperature is required, as in case of cotton cloths, then three dots will be there in that particular symbol. Okay, if it is not to be bleached, a cross will be there. Low iron, just as you had seen here, only a single dot, so this is low iron. And this should not be dry cleaned, and it should be dried flat. Such labels will be there on your clothes. Okay, and see, in this particular case, this particular fabric is 100% silk, and you have to dry clean only, that is, you cannot wash them. Okay, and you cannot neither bleach them, but you can definitely do cool iron. Okay, so these are your some of the laundry label codes. Now coming to polyester. Polyester is the most commonly used synthetic fiber. The fabric made from polyester fiber does not get wrinkled easily. As you see in cotton clothes, it gets wrinkled very easily, whereas polyester remains crisp and is easily washable. Okay, and terylene is a popular polyester which can be drawn into very fine fibers that can be woven like any other fibers. Terylene is often mixed with cotton to make terrycot. That is, terylene plus cotton gives us terrycot, and terylene plus wool gives us terrywool. Okay, and so polyester is made by reacting terephthalic acid to dimethyl ether and then with dihydric alcohol. So if a question is asked, children, how is polyester made, you will be just writing this particular answer. Polyester is made by reacting terephthalic acid to dimethyl ether and then dihydric alcohol. Now you all see, you could have seen many water bottles. In our class we find so many water bottles, right? And in the bottom of the bottle you see some symbols, children. Okay, a triangular symbol which is very clear in this particular figure. Here also you see a triangle, and here also you see a triangle. All these are bottoms of your bottles. They may be either water bottles or any other plastic containers. Okay, so PET, polyethylene terephthalate, is a very familiar form of polyester which is used for making bottles, utensils, films, wires, and many other useful things. Now, there's an activity like how can you say a bottle is a PET bottle? That is, which is having code as 1. Look at the different kinds of water bottles of your classmates and carefully observe the triangle shaped symbol at the bottom of the bottle and note the number which is in the center of the triangle. You see in the center there is a number. Here it is 1, here you see it is 5, and here also if you see it is 1. So if it is 1, then it is understood that it is a PET bottle, that is polyethylene terephthalate bottle. Okay, so we'll be seeing the various resin identification codes. Okay, children. So in these resin identification codes, you see a triangle, right? This is the shape of that resin identification code in which you'll be finding numbers. This is universal resin identification code. Okay, so if one is written, children, it is PET. Sometimes it is written as PET also, so don't have that confusion, anything is right. So PET, abbreviation of that is polyethylene terephthalate. So code 1 stands for polyethylene terephthalate. Code 2 stands for HDPE, that is high density polyethylene. Code 3 stands for PVC, polyvinyl chloride. LDPE stands for low density polyethylene. Code 5 stands for polypropylene. Code 6 stands for polystyrene. And 7 stands for others. So I hope this resin identification codes are clear to you all. We have got around 7 resin identification codes, and the most generally found resin identification code in most of our articles, plastic articles, is PET. Okay, children. Now coming to what is plastic. Plastic is a polymer like many synthetic fibers, but the monomers in plastics can be arranged in two different ways, that is, in linear chains and cross-linked arrangement. Okay, so plastics are available in different shapes and sizes owing to their arrangements, and they have a wide variety of uses. The arrangement of monomer units in plastics is shown on the right. So this is a linear polymer, linear arrangement of monomers. One monomer is attached to the other in a line, single line. Whereas in cross-linked polymer, all the monomers are attached to one another. They are interlinked. Okay, children. These are all interlinked. That is why this is termed as cross-linked arrangement of polymer. Right? Of each single unit is known as a monomer, and all this whole structure is known as a polymer. Since here all are interlinked, we call this polymer as a cross-linked polymer, and here they are linearly arranged, so it is known as a linear polymer. Now you can see the articles which are made up of plastics, your water bottles or your soft drink bottles, toothbrushes, containers, your bucket, chair, these are toys, these are baskets, all toys, all these are made up of plastics. Okay, children, and you could have seen very well that these water bottles or your soft drink bottles, they are stored in plastic containers. Why, children? They are stored in plastic containers because if we store them in metal containers, they are definitely bound to react. So to avoid that reaction, they are stored in plastic containers. Okay. Now coming to the assignment, first one, expand PET and LDPE. These are the resin identification codes, children. Okay. Second question, how is polyester made? And the third question, draw the arrangement of monomer units in plastics. Thank you.